And now we've come to a new Bible character. This time it's a character called Joshua. Wonderful Bible character. And Joshua, he replaces Moses. Moses had brought the children of Israel through the Red Sea, out of Egypt, through the Red Sea, across the wilderness, but now they are about to go into the Promised Land. Now, because of their disobedience, it took them 40 years to pass through the wilderness to the Promised Land. And God said, Moses, you will not lead them to the wilderness. I need a new person. And Joshua, he has been in Egypt, he's lived in the world, he knows exactly what it's like to live under cruel taskmasters. He's been watching you, he's been helping you, he's been a good soldier, he's led the army, and now he's a perfect candidate. He loves me with all his heart. So Joshua and Eleazar, the high priest, they anointed Joshua as the new leader to lead the children of Israel to the Promised Land. Big challenges awaited Joshua, but Joshua was a man who loved God with all his heart. And the first thing that Joshua done, one of the first things, he went alone to be with God. And as God spoke to him, here are some of the wonderful words. The Lord said to him, have not I commanded thee, be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed, for the Lord thy God is with thee whithersoever thou goest. And the Lord continually encouraged Joshua with his words. And God doesn't speak to us like this today with an audible voice. God speaks to us through his word, and the very words that he used to encourage people like Joshua, that's how we get encouraged today. And Joshua was fired up. He was ready for the challenge, ready for the battle, and he got all the people together. And he says, men, women and children, God, I am now the new leader. I want to tell you that we must put God first in everything. And I will lead you, but you must follow me, you must be with me with big challenges ahead. Remember, Joshua was one of the spies. Whenever there were 12 spies out to spy out the Promised Land, 10 of them come back and said, we cannot take Jericho, it's too big. But Caleb and Joshua, 2 spies, were able to persuade the other 10 and 2 million people that we can take them, because their faith in God was so big, so real, and so strong, nothing was going to stop them from serving and going through with God. And Joshua was a mighty man of valor, a great soldier and a great man of God. And he told the people, come with me and we will do this. So God gave him three words: strength, courage, and success. God said, Joshua, I will be your strength. I will give you strength, and I will give you courage. You will be very courageous, and I will give you success over this battle if you follow me and put me first. And that's a principle in life. We must always put God and his word first. If we try to do that, we're not guaranteed anything in life. But here Joshua, God was going to give him strength, going to give him courage, because he's going to face many battles, many discouragements, but he will rise above them because God will give him courage every single time. And then Joshua spies out the land, and he looks, and he sends 2 spies. He said, men, I need you to cross the river, go into Jericho, find out how thick the walls are, how big their army is, what type of food they're eating. All these details I need to know. Joshua was a soldier of strategy, and he was planning and working everything out before he would conquer. And off he sent 2 spies, these 2 men, and he says, I want you to go as quickly as you can, find out how big the army is, all these details, and come back with a report. Then we will conquer Jericho. And Joshua sat down with the 2 men. After he sent them off, he sat down with all the people and said, now we must pray. As the spies go in, we must pray that God will prepare a way. He's promised us the Promised Land, and any enemies that come within us, they're going to be before us, and we need to be ready for them. We're going to have battles, we're going to have pressures, we're going to have difficulties, we're going to have challenges, all these things, just like life today. As you go through school, you're going to have challenges, you're going to have difficulties, you're going to have opposition. If you're a Christian and you tell your friends, I'm a Christian, they might not like it. If you go to a new school and you tell your friends, I'm a Christian, and when they ask you to do things, you might say, I don't go places like that, I don't do things like that, I don't say things like that. Then they're going to mock you and they're going to laugh at you. That's when you need to have faith in God. You need to be strong in the Lord, and God will give you courage, and God will give you success. But if you give in to the pressures of the world, it's going to be hard for you to rise above them. From the start, from the first day at school, the first day in a new school, tell the people that you belong to Joshua's God. Joshua was a man of God. No matter who laughed at him, who mocked him, just like Moses, he kept rising above them. Why? Because God was on his side. The Lord's on my side. People mock me. People make fun of me. People talk behind my back. But who are they? When I compare God to these people, they're nothing really. But God's on my side. And that is the secret of living, is to stay as close to God as you possibly can. While we're going through this life, we will sin every day. We're never perfect, nowhere near perfect, every single day. But that's why we must pray, Lord, I'm sorry, I've sinned and done wrong again. Forgive me and help me to keep marching on for God, just like Joshua, and God will bless you for that. Thank you.